I feel like the Lord wants to release a word to us this morning. And the Spirit of the Lord would say to my people, from generation to generation is my faithfulness. And the Lord says, from generation to generation, I have been faithful to you. And the Lord says, even today, that from generation to generation, I will be your strength. I will be your portion. I will be your rear guard. The Lord says, from generation to generation, I will show forth my goodness towards you. For the Lord says, I've even called you my people, and I've even set my hand upon you, upon this house, upon this family, and upon this community of believers. For the Lord says, it was even born out of my own heart, out of my mind, out of eternity past. And the Lord says, I would even build a house. I would even build a house, and I would call that house the house of legacy. For the Lord says, I've even called this house to be a people who will carry my word, who will carry my grace, who will carry my message from generation to generation. For the Lord says, oh people of God, you are to rise up, you are to gird up your mind. For the Lord says, you have just begun. For what I intend to do will far outlive your lifetime. For what I have spoken and what I have declared is for even a people who have not yet been created. For the Lord says, I will cause my glory to fill this house, to fill this people, to be seen in you and through you. For the Lord said, I have even called you as a house of legacy, a house who will show forth my goodness from generation to generation. Even as I promised Abraham and I promised Isaac and Jacob, so do I promise you that I have cut covenant with this house and I have cut covenant with this people, and you will see my faithfulness, and you will see my greatness, and you will see my provision, and you will see my hand from generation to generation. But the Lord says, do not allow yourself to move into a place of unbelief. Do not stand like my people of old stood on the side and said, God, you can't do this. For the Lord says, I will do what I have purposed to do, but I am looking for a people who will believe what I have said. And if you will but believe me, if you will trust me, if you will walk with me both through the wilderness as well as through the mountaintop, I will show myself strong. I will show myself faithful, for I am the God of generations. I am the God who will take you from season to season, from grace to grace, from glory to glory. For I have not changed my mind. I have not relented. Do not look to the world around you. Do not look to the provision of man, for I am your source. I am your sustenance. Oh, and the Spirit of the Lord says, even as I preserved Israel in the land of Goshen, even as I preserved Israel in the land of Goshen, I will preserve you. I will keep you. I will sustain you. Yes, there may be seasons and moments of challenge, but in the midst of the challenge, I will show forth my hand mighty, for I am not slack concerning my promise. I have not canceled, I have not changed my mind, for that is impossible. For I am the immutable one. I am the faithful one. I am the righteous one. I am the holy one, and I am the God of generations. And today I affirm my covenant with you, that you shall be a house of legacy, says the Spirit of God. Come on, give the Lord a shout of praise. I need us to understand Regency. This house had been born out of the mind of God. And words such as those words, you must understand it is God's prophetic promise to you. It's His prophetic commitment to you. Yes, His word does not change, but there are times where He takes His word and He breathes upon it and He releases an utterance to give us hope and begins to show us what He wants to do. You might say, Jim, it doesn't look good. But see, what I would say to you is what the Spirit of the Lord said to Abraham. Look again. Lift up your head. Look to the stars of the heaven. Look at the sands of the sea and watch my faithfulness. Elijah told his servant, after he declared that it would rain, the servant said, "Yo, Elijah, there's not a cloud in the sky." He said, "Look again. Look again. Look again. Look again. Look again." What was the message? The message was that we are called as a prophetic people to live in a place of perpetual expectation. Hear that. You are called to live in perpetual expectation. What does that mean? That's not pie in the sky. That's not some ethereal mindset. That's not some mystic idea, but it is the idea that my hope, my trust, my dependence, my reliance, my total confidence is in you and you alone, for you are Yahweh. Perpetual expectation. In other words, you might not know the exact path that we will walk, but we do know this one thing: when all is said and done, it will work for your good. You can't sink, you can't drown, you can't die, you can't be killed. Why? Because Yahweh. Perpetual expectation.